sticking to the script defensively and sharing the ball offensively and not turning it over.
As you mentioned, 0 turnovers. Raptors had 83 points since halftime. That's their most ever scored in the second half in overtime in the franchise history. Bucket for Wembanyama.
And this young Spurs team already in this early season, they have been in some situations against the Phoenix Suns, so they're not going to get rattled.
Schroeder, jumper good. Well, what did Wembanyama, I mentioned this earlier, what did he say about the league, what he's learned through 5 games? He said, the biggest thing I've learned is a 20-point lead is nothing. And guess what? They led by 22.
Yes.
Wembanyama turns, fires. The 3 doesn't go. Barnes with a rebound. Scotty now over to Pirtle. Siakam with it. Barnes with another double-double this season. Pascal up top. Siakam getting downhill with a left. Doesn't go. Batted out. Pirtle. Tremendous effort by Jakob.
Just being physical, fighting in there. That time he was the lone man in there for the Raptors, and he got his hand on the ball.
Johnson takes it away from Shooter. Numbers. Trey up top. 4-point game.
What a floater by Jones. We know Scotty can go up there and go get it. Jones with a nice touch. Got to watch a double.
Barnes nearly stolen away, and Darko Rajakovic calls a timeout. As you mentioned, second half.
The team needs him to do at certain points of the game.
Schroeder into the backcourt. Wembanyama draped all over him. The cut. Pascal in traffic. Porter. Shot clock down. Wembanyama got a piece of it and a shot clock violation. 4-point game, 35.9 remaining in overtime. Raptors coming in have won 5 in a row against San Antonio.
But Matt, I'm not mad at that play. Of course you didn't get the shot off, but you wore the whole shot clock down, so it's still a 2-possession game, so you wasted time off the clock. So not a totally bad possession by the Raptors.
Wembanyama deep 3, and it rolls out. Barnes with his 11th rebound. And a foul. Victor Wembanyama rolling around on the iron.
Good look. Range.
Big rebound for Scotty, his 11th. 24.3 to go. Shot clock at 24.3 difference. Siakam to inbound it. Schroeder. Pressure. He'll break it into the front court. Raptors by 4. 2-possession game and a foul. OG Anunoby fouled. Foul on Zach Collins. What a comeback by the Toronto Raptors when you think back to trailing by 22 and offensively at halftime. This is a Raptor team that had all of 35 points, but yet defensively and then not turning it over in the second half. And OG knocking down 3s and Scotty taking over in the 4th.
And that was it. They gave themselves a chance from the defensive side. You know, I know you get tired of hearing me talk about defense, but that's the piece that got them back in the game.
Made 3s. 4th quarter beat. Raptors up by 5. Bank shot doesn't go, and that's going to do it. Pascal Siakam. Siakam out on the run. Siakam with it. Sends it now over to OG. OG playing keep away to Scotty. And what a victory for the Toronto Raptors. Down 22. It is tied for the largest halftime deficit comeback in franchise history. And finding the right combinations for Darko Rajakovic, and I'm sure he'll look back on this game and say, okay, we finished great, but did not like the way it started, and Greg Popovich embraces Darko Rajakovic and says, great job. And they exchange some pleasantries. Greg Popovich, he after 28 years,
he's been through it, man.
Yeah, he's like catching up. That's a great